Well, this is the next little video we're recording for the series on Mbsr with the little company of Carmen. And I'm really pleased today to introduce you to our very first guest, and it's Simon Barnes, who's my mindfulness teacher supervisor, and has been for a few years now. Simon, I think.
Going
Yeah.
back, we go back a long way now already, Joe.
Yeah, that's it. And so I'm really pleased you've agreed to come on, and I feel very grateful for that, Simon. It's always it's always really interesting, our conversations, as well as learning and instructive and dare I say inspirational as well. So I thought it would be ideal really to ask you initially on this short video, just ask you a little bit about yourself and what brought you to mindfulness, and then we'll do a couple of others afterwards later.
Yeah, sure. Well, thank you very much for having me on, Joe, and good to see you again. So, yeah, I guess my mindfulness journey started probably around about 40 years ago, I'd say, when I didn't really understand what mindfulness was at the time. I kind of got into to, to thinking in certain ways in certain situations, which helped me to get through them. And I thought this was just what everybody did, but I learned that, or I realized that actually some people aren't doing what I'm doing to help me move beyond a difficulty or a challenge. They were getting hooked up on it, and it was dragging them down. And so I kind of realized that there was something in that. I couldn't tell you what it was. I didn't understand it. So that intrigued me to find out more. And that's when I read a little bit about Buddhism, the Tibetan Book of Living and Dying, which is a fantastic book. And that really focuses on mindfulness as a major support of Buddhist meditation. And through reading about that, I then started to become interested in teaching it. And that led me to do a mindfulness master's in Bangor University up in North Wales there. And that's what helped me become a teacher. So that's the kind of route that it took me. And I finished doing my master's in 2012. So, gosh, that's 13 years ago all of a sudden. But yeah, and so the reason I started becoming interested to teach it was because uh, I recognized that the way I saw it was almost like a little, we come up against a kind of a crossroads in life. Whenever a challenge hits us, it's like we've got a choice. We can go one way or the other. And the one way is getting on with it, or we can get stuck in the weeds and kind of give up or tire ourselves out and feel like we're never going to be any good. And so I was very keen to share what was helping me to get through some of my challenges and to keep kind of moving forward in life with a little bit more ease and uh, positivity. That's the key word, positivity.
Oh, great. So you're obviously happy that you've discovered mindfulness and almost unwittingly originally or didn't quite know what it was all those years ago, and then discovered this the book of Tibetan Book of Living and Dying, and from there you've been able to share your experience of mindfulness with, I would imagine, quite a few people since.
Well, yeah, I mean, before I became qualified, I was kind of, like you do, you have your ways of being when you don't fully understand them and you try and kind of help people and you try and encourage them and all those things. Well, essentially, all I was doing in a very unstructured fashion was teaching the essence of mindfulness. I didn't understand what it was at that time, but
Hmm.
just a way of like being of service, of support to other people, which always makes you feel good. And it's really rewarding to see people unhook themselves from difficulty or challenge and then move beyond it. And certainly on a personal level, that it's been something that throughout my life, since throughout all those years since practicing. I mean, I've been practicing regularly about 30 years now and teaching for 13. And there's so many times when difficulty or challenge kind of suddenly arrives in life. And like I say, you have a choice. You can either work through it or you can feel overwhelmed by it. And it's so nice to have some tools to help you untangle your way through a kind of challenging time in life, because they keep coming, challenging times, difficulties. You don't just get one big one and then that's it. They'll never come again. You get through one,
Oh,
another
if
life.
only, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
All right.
it's a joy to kind of have it in life, and I think that yeah, it's a shame it's not taught everywhere. As soon as you kind of get to school, it should be the first thing on the curriculum, I think.
Yeah, yeah, here with that, yeah. Well, listen, Simon, that's lovely. Thanks very much for sharing that and introducing yourself. And I know you're Bristol mindfulness, so you're very much the southwest, aren't you?
Yes,
The opposite to end of the country to us. But this is one of the good things about technology, anyway. We've been able to get together all this time. So, Simon, I'm going to say bye for now. So, thanks again. And our next little video will be around the MBSR and what thoughts you have about MBSR and your experience of it a little bit as a teacher and as a practitioner.
brilliant.
Okay, thanks now, Simon.
Yeah,
Cheers.
mate.
Appreciate that.